Hey y'all, it's your girl Ash Brown, host of the Ash Said It podcast. You know, the Ash Said It show. I'm a little bit of everywhere. You just never know where I'm gonna be next. So welcome to your week. Of course, we're doing our top threes. The top 3 topics that I want to talk about this week. Could be any random amount of things, could be anything at all. This week's kind of juicy. There's some stuff up in the mix. And like I said, these are just things that are important to me. These are things that are on my mind today as we jump off the week and all that good stuff. So first off, the fallout from Miami Carnival. I talked a little bit on the Ash Brown Uncensored show this week on the other podcast. And oh man, it's heating up, y'all. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. I've played Miami Carnival once. I played it once and it was crazy. We were up for like 6 days straight. No sleep. You know, it was sleep deprivation was very prevalent in that atmosphere. But the main thing is COVID has changed everything. It's changed how we do everything. Our carnival season, for those of you that are not a part of the Caribbean community or don't know much or aren't really familiar with Carnival. Carnival is a celebration of cultures. It's a celebration that happens all over the world. Trinidad notably has the best carnival. I heard Brazil is a close second. And a lot of people will argue me on that one. They will very much argue me on that. But carnival is a tradition that happens all over the globe. So everybody has their own specific carnival. Everybody has their own focus and their own theme. So last year's carnival didn't happen because of COVID. And that's something that really has never happened in the whole history of carnival. Globally, no, it's never happened. So when we didn't have carnival last year, people were just so desperate and just so wanting to play mask this year, playing in the masquerade, meaning costume, all that stuff, feathers, everything. And a lot of the bands took advantage. A lot of the bands took advantage, and like costumes was crazy prices. Now, notably, your costume is gonna be pricey. It's gonna be expensive, especially given what the designer is putting out there and which section you're gonna pick to be in, and if you're frontline or, you know, there's so many different things that go into the price point of a costume for Carnival. But astronomically, it was just ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And there were a lot of people that this was their first year playing mass, and they got taken advantage of. They got taken advantage of. They were paying $1,300, $1,400, $2,000 for costumes and getting some stuff look like it came from Dollar Tree. Go check out Follow Soca on Instagram. I'm telling you, they put everybody out on Front Street. I ain't got to say a name. I don't have to say a name. Some people may actually be getting sued. You didn't do right by those people. You didn't do right by those people. Now, given Carnival is always going to be chaotic. There's always going to be something that goes wrong. It's never going to go on point. It's never going to go as scheduled. But be it that you're dealing with that on top of COVID, people should have had this stuff already set up already. People shouldn't have been sewing stuff together the night before the parade. People shouldn't have been waiting for stuff to get cleared from customs. You had so much time. You've been collecting these checks from people from like March, April. You tell me in October you don't have their stuff? That's a problem. I would have been very upset. And I had a couple people ask me, "Oh, Ash, are you coming into Miami Carnival? Are you gonna play?" I'm gonna wait a couple years to go Miami Carnival again because I need them to get their stuff squared away. I need everything to just kind of get back into some sense of normal before I go down there and spend out money on hotel and costume and food and everything like that. That's a whole experience that you're paying for. It is well worth it, but are you really willing to go through all the botheration with people? That's the thing. That's the thing about it. So yeah, it's continuing to fall out. There's so much stuff that's happened, and it's heartbreaking because there's people that like I said, this is their first year playing Carnival, playing mass. And I don't know why I just did that. That was just really awkward. This is the first year of them playing mass. And they probably are leaving with a really bad taste in their mouth, and they probably won't play mass again, or not for a while. But I would say don't look at this as like a one-time thing and, oh, Carnival's always this is all. No, we've never dealt with a pandemic before. We've never had to deal with a pandemic. So that is a huge chunk of it. But the other part of it is the misrepresentation, the unpreparedness, the unorganization of it all. That is the other half of it, because there were a lot of bands that their costumes and everything was already, their costumes and stuff was already set up. It was already good. They had no issues. They hand off the day before or 2 days before was perfect. So it's less about, oh, well, you know, I just didn't really, you know, I didn't like the experience of it. No, some of these bands, I won't say all, but I know that some of them notably, because I had people that were actually down there playing mass. I had people that was out there marshalling in the parade. So I know a lot of stuff that a lot of bands were doing that were crazy like. And I'm not going to put anybody on Front Street, but you know who you are. Who are you, darling? Who are you? Anyways, my next topic. I am now back in Georgia, and the part of Georgia that I'm at is really kind of rural. It's not like too much stuff going on, and I have been trying for the last couple of months to get some really good plantain. You know, I'm Caribbean, and I love to fry up some plantain just to be an accent to the food or whatever I'm making or preparing or whatever. And so the last couple of months, I was like, yo, the plantain here is not good. This is not going to work. So I ventured out and I decided to try some frozen plantain. And I believe the Spanish people, them call them like Maduras, something like that. I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see, just because I just missed the taste of plantain. And I haven't had it in so long. And I have to say, y'all, Chiquita. Plantains was on point. I was like, yo, this is a game changer. Now I see what all them restaurants be doing. I know y'all don't be cutting up and slicing up the plantain like you've been getting the frozen one from Chiquita. Touche. Touche. Because they be nice and thick and stuff, and then you can fry them up just how you want them, and you want them just crispy enough. And Chiquita, you did that, girl. You did that. I said it. You did it. You did. And last but certainly not least on my list of my top 3s this week. Ooh-wee. He know. One, Britney Spears. Shout out to Miss Britney. Brit. Hashtag free Britney. Britney is feeling herself, y'all. As she should. She's coming up on her 40th birthday this December. Cannot wait for her to be completely freed and cleared. And I told y'all, I stated a couple months ago that this conservatorship was about to be done and over with. And she's finally getting to a close of that. And I so love that for her. No one should have to go through all of that stuff. No one. No one should have to deal with that. But she put a little warning out there on social media to her family. Ooh, child. And said, Lord have mercy on my family. Should I ever do an interview? If that ain't foreshadowing, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If that ain't foreshadowing, baby. I think that she will do an interview, but it won't be anytime soon. I'd say maybe 2-3 years down the line, she'll probably do like a full-on expose interview. And I hope she finds someone that just a good journalist, a good honest journalist. I know those are hard to come by these days, but someone with credibility, someone that will relate to people, and someone that can better give her story credibility in a good light, in a very good light. So shout out to Britney. Britney getting her freedom. See, she set up her Christmas tree and everything. Go ahead, Britney. Go ahead with yourself. Go on now. Enjoy your life, girl. I can see how she would now want to be back in the industry, because she even said the business is all that she's known her whole life, and it scarred her because everything has been so intertwined with her as a talent, her as a person, her as a moneymaker. Everything has been intertwined, and it just wasn't right. It wasn't fair. And that's all I got to say for that. So I hope that you guys have a good rest of your week. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Continue to support the movement. Check out the Ash Said It show. It's available on all platforms: iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn app, Spotify. We're everywhere. And we're continuing to grow. Anyways, I'll holla at y'all later. Have a good one.